Hello, welcome to a new episode of Chrislovesstamps Stamps. Yeah, I just had to buy this stockbook. I really do, and I'll show you why. I'm gonna go through this stockbook, and meanwhile I'm gonna talk a bit about the stamps. I looked a bit up about the stamps. Yeah, in the introduction you saw this. I don't know what this is. It says 1492 to 1892, so it's 400 years celebrating the discovery of the United States, or America maybe, it's a better term in this case, I guess. Yeah, see that eagle, that is it the Confederate eagle? How do you call it in America? And this is like I think the 13 states, like the coat of arms, a simplified version, I think. I don't know what it is. I'm really curious if anyone can tell me. Yeah, I just had to buy the stockbook. It's bought it for 14 euros including shipping. So it's actually 9.75 and 4.25 is the shipping. Let's get into it. It's like it's a few stamps I highlighted with catalog numbers that I want to talk about. This is the Union of South Africa. I looked also a bit up about the stamps. The Union of South Africa was the historical predecessor to the present-day Republic of South Africa. It came into existence on 38th of May. It would be a bit hard, I guess. 31st of May 1910 with the unification of the Cape, Natal, Transvaal and Orange River colonies. It included the territories that were formerly a part of the South African Republic and the Orange Free State. So this is actually celebrating that 50 years. And then there's this really cool, I think most people know this, really common wildlife series. Not sure about the year. Yeah, 1954 it says. It's the African wildlife. Not sure if it's definitive, but it's a Kruger Park series. It's the 243 is the white rhino. Then we have here these are also very cute, I have to say. This is the the African elephant. Also very nice. Anyway, and this is the hippopotamus. Hippo, really nice color, really lovely stamps, I have to say. And then this is the $1. I'm not too sure actually what it says. This is the creator Cadu. Yeah, it's really cool. It's there's more in that series. Yeah, it feels a bit that the person that sold it or that compiled this did it a bit in, yeah, a bit topical feels. This is like buildings, not fully. Here's also some people. Here's some flora, fauna stuff. Yeah, it's really cool. And then we have the war effort definitives. These two very cute, very small. If you can see it on my hand, it's from 1944. This is infantry, and this is a nurse. These are not part of it, looked it up, but it's, as far as I can see, they're very cute, I have to say. These stamps are really beautiful. And yeah, there's also some, I'm not sure if you can see it, some varieties, it seems, as in color variations. Yeah, this is a bit more faint, this is a bit sharper. Maybe it's also a printing thing or something, and could be. Yeah, I got this book with it too, so it's really nice. Some really nice stamps here too. Yeah, this is also interesting. This is celebrating 75 years of South Africa Rugby Board. Stamp is from 1964. South Africa National Rugby Union team, commonly known as the Springboks, is the country's national team governed by the South African Rugby Union. The Springboks play in green and gold. You can see it here on a stamp. Jerseys with white shorts. Their emblem is a native antelope, the Springbok, which is the national animal of South Africa. Currently, the Springboks are the #1 ranked rugby team in the world and are the reigning world champions, having won the World Cup on a record 4 occasions. Incredibly, the Springboks have won half of the rugby World Cups they attended. So yeah, the next one is actually Southwest Africa, and it's not South Africa, but I found it pretty interesting. It's like these definitives, it seems, and it's the universal suffrage, it says. And they also, this comes also printed in German, and then it says Algemeines Wahlrecht, and Afrikaans, and it says then Algemene Stemrecht. In Dutch it would be Algemeen Stemrecht. So, you know, Afrikaans sounds a bit like Dutch. So yeah, it's interesting that that is printed or overprinted in 3 languages. That's, yeah, we have some more, you know, animals here. Some really nice stamps. And yeah, I'm not sure why. I think if you see the coloring here, it's could be variations. See, and here's the rhino again. Yeah, it's a bit all over the place, but I think it's I like South African stamps. I think in this way, passively, I could collect it. It's really, I like how they actually put this together. It's a really nice series too. Yeah, and this one caught my eye too. This is from 1997. This is the Blue Train. The Blue Train travels an approximately 1600 kilometer or 1919 miles journey in South Africa between Pretoria and Cape Town. It is one of the most luxurious train journeys in the world. It boasts butler servers, 2 lounge cars, smoking and non-smoking, an observation car and carriages with gold-tinted picture windows in soundproofed, fully carpeted compartments, each featuring its own ensuite, many of which are equipped with a full-sized bathtub. The service is promoted as a magnificent moving 5-star hotel by its operators, who note that kings and presidents have traveled on it. The train runs through South Africa diagonally with an average travel duration of 27 hours. So it's really interesting, the Blue Train. So, and then we have here a stamp from 1963, Transkei, and that was an unrecognized state in the southeastern region of South Africa from 1976 to 1994. In 1994, it was reintegrated into its larger neighbor and became part of Eastern Cape Province, one of the 9 provinces of South Africa now. So, nice stamp, by the way. So, and then we're going to the USA. So it's here, 1985, Sinclair Lewis. Harry Sinclair Lewis was an American novelist, short story writer, and playwright. In 1930, he became the first author from the United States and the first from the Americas to receive the Nobel Prize in Literature, which was awarded for his vigorous and graphic art of description and his ability to create with wit and humor new types of characters. Stamp from 1988, and at first I thought, oh, it's a 1931 Ford, but it's a Cord. Okay. Cord was a brand of American luxury automobile manufactured by the Auburn Automobile Company of Connersville, Indiana, from 1929 to 1932, and again in 1936 and 1937. Cord was noted for its innovative technology and streamlined designs. So, and yeah, this is Statue of Liberty. I know a lot of people know what it is, but it's also a beautiful stamp. This is celebrating 100 years, 1886 to 1986. And yeah, the statue is a figure of Libertas, the Roman goddess of liberty. She holds a torch above her head with her right hand, and in her left hand carries a tabula ansata inscribed July 4th, 1776 in Roman numerals, the date of the US Declaration of Independence. A broken chain and shackle lie at her feet as she walks forward, commemorating the national abolition of slavery following the American Civil War. After its dedication, the statue became an icon of freedom and of the United States, being subsequently seen as a symbol of welcome to immigrants arriving by sea. It's a really beautiful stamp. It's also a nice idea. It's obviously very iconic also. Yeah, there's a lot of presidents, it seems. Not only, there's also Einstein, see. So John F. Kennedy, Lincoln. So there's a lot of persons here. Truman is a president too, I believe. Jack London, I'm not sure, I don't think so. And yeah, this is also something very interesting. It's precancels. It's these. It's from 1927. This says Cleveland, Ohio. It's really nice. And this is Tulsa, Oklahoma. So you know, I have the image upside down, but the print is right. This is from 1923. And yeah, I looked that up. It's like precancels.com. It's a really interesting website. I printed some stuff out, so I'm going to read a bit about that. What are precancels? Precanceled postage stamps or precancels may be defined broadly as stamps that have been cancelled before being affixed to mail matter. Several narrow definitions have been proposed, but none has universal acceptance. However, most collectors and nearly all catalogs require that the stamps be precancelled with a device made specifically for that purpose. As you would expect, most such devices precancel several stamps at once, as they are intended to be applied while the stamps are still in sheets and paints. Thus, each stamp in a sheet would show the same legend, generally the name of the town and state between parallel lines. In other words, the legend usually fits the stamp. Yeah. It's also, yeah, it goes ahead, you know, I can read a lot about it. It's like I printed some stuff out here. It's the ABC of Precancel Collection, Collecting United States Bureau Precancels, Tips, Techniques, and Tools. It's all about precancels. Why I'm showing you this could be a focus area of me. United States is gonna be, together with Canada, Luxembourg, Norway for the Collecting on a Budget series. But yeah, the US, and now I discovered precancels. I really like that. It's like, there's a lot of precancels. It's like there's even so many that some people just collect the state they live in. If you live in Arizona, you're gonna collect all the towns that use precancels. Let's continue before I go on too long about precancels. This is the Alamo. It's in San Antonio, Texas. The Alamo is a historic Spanish mission, and fortress compound founded in the 18th century by Roman Catholic missionaries in what is now San Antonio, Texas, United States. It was the site of the Battle of the Alamo in 1836, a pivotal event of the Texas Revolution in which American folk heroes James Bowie and Davy Crockett were killed. Today it is a museum in the Alamo Plaza Historic District and a part of the San Antonio Missions World Heritage Site. Stamp is from 1956. Statue of Liberty again. It's really nice with the Tiffany lamp here. That's an interesting story too. I looked that up. I already told that I really love this stamp. I really love these. Said it in a different episode. Yeah, this has more of a flags theme. This is ice hockey, also a big sport in the US and in Canada. Unfortunately not in the Netherlands as much. I really love ice hockey, I have to say. So it's a lot of smaller stamps. So it's really cool. I think 14 euros is not too bad to get started a bit more with the US. This is the Montana statehood stamps. I think that's not every year, I'm not sure, but you know, of all the 50 states, they celebrate the centennial, I believe. Montana is a landlocked state in the north, in the Mountain West subregion of the western United States. It borders Idaho to the west, North Dakota to the east, South Dakota to the southeast, Wyoming to the south, and the Canadian provinces of Alberta, British Columbia, and Saskatchewan to the north. It is the 4th largest state by area, the 8th least populous state, and the 3rd least densely populated state. Its capital is Helena, while the most populous city is Billings. The western half of the state contains numerous mountain ranges, while the eastern half is characterized by western prairie terrain and badlands, with smaller mountain ranges found throughout the state. Montana has no official nickname, but several unofficial ones, most notably Big Sky Country, the Treasure State, Land of the Shining Mountains, and the Last Best Place. It's all really, like I said, really nice stamps. Eisenhower, Washington, I see Jefferson, or Washington, no, it's Jefferson, Lincoln. Yeah. So it's maybe all very general stuff, what's here. But yeah, that's where you have to start, you know. It's like you're buying a bit in bulk, you have a nice stock book with it. It's like 14 euros, you know. I don't have to ask if that's a good buy, because I think it is. Last time we're going to talk about Dorothea Dix, Dorothea Linda Dix, was an American advocate on behalf of the indigent mentally ill who, through a vigorous and sustained program of lobbying, state legislatures, I will put it here in the screen. Oh my god, yeah, some words in English are just terrible. Sorry. And the United States Congress created the first generation of American mental asylums. During the Civil War, she served as a superintendent of Army nurses. So very notable and important person, woman. So yeah, it's really, really nice. Like these lighthouses too. Cape Hatteras in Virginia, I believe. Read the story about it. I watched a small documentary. I think at some point we're going to talk about it on this channel too, because it's a really interesting story. Yeah. If you already knew, didn't know, it's I love lighthouses. It's also really nice stamps. Yeah, I love these. This one is also very nice. Look at the blue. So yeah. Oh yeah, and this is, wasn't sure what this is actually. Let's see. So if you can tell me what this is from a postcard pre-printed, I don't know. It does feel a bit thin though, but if you know what that is and you know what I showed in the introduction, I would be really curious to learn about it. So really nice small ones, some doubles, yeah. So yeah, this is it for this episode. Thank you very much. If you have questions, mail me. If you want to reach out, mail me. Thank you very much.